Hey, Ryan Reynolds here. Wishing you a very happy half-off holiday because right now Mint Mobile is offering you the gift of 50% off unlimited. To be clear, that's half price, not half the service. Like, Mint is still premium unlimited wireless for a great price. So that means a half day. Yeah? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Our HBCUs have a legacy that's straight up golden. And McDonald's is proud to help keep it that way. Since 2021, the Golden Arches has connected with the Thurgood Marshall College Fund to provide $1 million in scholarships for students headed to our HBCUs. That kind of cash helps keep bright minds on the yard, dreams within reach, and the future golden. Learn more about McDonald's Black and Positively Golden scholarships at mcdblackscholars.com.
This podcast is made in association with drunkmummysobermummy.com and cuppa.community, the free social network for the sober and sober curious.
Oh, the kettle's boiled.
Great. Perfect timing.
Should we get started then?
I'm Victoria Vanstone.
I'm Lucy Good.
And this is Sober Awkward. Right, Lucy, over to you.
Thanks, Vic. So whatever stage you're at on your sober journey, and Vic and I are at completely different stages, you'll know that life without booze can at times feel, what do you reckon?
Awkward. Lucy and I invite you to listen to our podcast where we discuss the realities of sobriety, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the cringingly embarrassing. Our honest and open chats will help you discover what it really means to be sober.
Yes, we're here like a dodgy bottle of port from your nan's drink cabinet to take the edge off sobriety. And together we can learn how to feel the awkward and do it anyway.
Yeah, I was just saw Alan outside. He's really got the shits today, badly.
What, he's actually got the shits? Or he's in a bad mood?
No, he's actually got the shits. He's got diarrhoea.
Oh, really?
Don't go and use the toilet at the back. He's moody. He's got the shits and got the shits. It's like a double whammy. He's moody and he has a runny bottom. It's not a good combo.
I'm going to stay in here.
Yeah.
I'm not going out.
It's actually cold in the booth, isn't it, Lucy, tonight?
It is. Yeah, I've got my scarf on.
It's winter in Australia.
We are drinking non-alcohol beers.
We are.
Probably
We're
not
in
the best drink in the
freezing
winter.
cold non-alcoholic beers we are actually having, believe it or not. Yeah. How are you, Lucy? Back from your holiday in England.
Yes.
We just did have a quick chat with Alan about his last holiday, and the only thing he could tell us about it was that he got a fish hook stuck in his finger. Anything exciting happened to you, Lucy, apart from the Jubilee, of course?
My dad's kitchen ceiling got a leak.
Classic. Yeah. What a story that is, Lucy. Sounds like you had a rage of a time.
Yeah, I did. Had a wild time.
Yeah.
No, it was really nice over in England. So, sorry to have missed the podcast for a few weeks, but I had to do a quick trip back to see family, which was mixed emotions. But, yeah, it was lovely to get back to Blighty. As you said, it was a Jubilee.
Yep.
So everyone was on holiday. There was a 4-day holiday there.
Nice.
And there was lots of partying in the streets.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they love a bit of partying in the streets in England. Was everyone wearing special hats?
There were the odd Union Jack hats out there.
Hankies on your head?
I didn't see any hankies on heads.
Oh, disappointing.
But there were lots of long tables full of food.
Yes.
Out in streets, down the middle of roads. And
Okay.
lots of Union Jacks being waved around. And central London was quite spectacular with all the flags along Oxford Circus and Regent Street.
Yeah, it would have looked amazing.
Felt quite proud to be
Cucumber
English.
sandwiches and cups of tea.
Yeah, scones.
Oh,
Of
scones.
course.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Love a
sausage
scone.
rolls.
Sausage rolls, yeah, crumbly ones.
It was all going on over there, Vic.
Pineapple and cheese on a stick.
Didn't see any, but it was there, though.
It was there. It would have been
It
there.
would have been there without a doubt.
Yeah. Love your good old classic English party foods.
It was a really great time for an expat to go back, actually, because you went back to this quintessential English.
Yeah.
It was really lovely weather as well,
Yeah.
so it was just great.
Yeah, it's 36 degrees there or something today, isn't it?
Hotter than here.
And we're cold in our booth, can you believe it? And we're in Australia. What the hell's going on there?
Yeah, what have you been up to in my absence, Vic?
I had the flu.
God, we're all fun and games tonight, aren't we?
It's all going round.
Alan's
Apparently,
got the shits, you've got the flu.
I've always got ailments, haven't I? Apparently, people aren't getting the flu jab because they got the COVID jab, and it's causing a big flu epidemic here at the moment. So, yeah, I got that, which was nice. And my son got it, and I was in bed moaning for about a week.
Oh, yeah, glad I was away for that.
Yeah, I actually was going to send you a picture. I stuffed hankies up my nose and just lied in bed, like trying to breathe out of my mouth. I'm a bit worried about my mouth breathing. I breathe a lot out of my mouth, and I lie in bed at night breathing all germs in and probably spiders and flies crawling into my mouth. And somebody told me the other day, actually, it's totally random fact, but apparently if you breathe through your mouth, more germs get in, and actually your nose is designed to filter out the germs, and you should try not to breathe out of your mouth at night. I don't know how true that is.
So,
people don't go taping up your mouths or anything like that.
Yeah,
but
as usual, don't actually take anything we say as gospel, because we don't know what we're talking about.
Don't believe anything we say.
So do you always sleep with your mouth open?
Yeah.
Or is that...
I'm like a sort of blue whale that's coming up for air.
Interestingly enough, that was definitely a drinking thing, wasn't it?
Yes.
When you've drunk too much. I used to get really blocked nose. I'd forgotten about it, Vic, actually.
Yes.
It just reminded me. Certainly nearer the end of my drinking days, whenever I drank, my sinuses got blocked up. I don't know why that is. I'm sure there's a medical reason behind it.
Yeah.
And then I'd have a really dry mouth when I woke up in the morning.
Yeah, it's like a leathery tongue.
Yeah, just to add to all the other awful things that were happening with a hangover.
Yeah. With a leathery man lying next to you they've never seen before.
And I don't think my breath would have tasted very nice.
No, you have to get that water down your neck, and it would actually sort you out. But so I'm a mouth breather, just in case anyone was wondering.
Good to know.
Any of my fans.
Good to know, Vic. Got that one sorted nice and early. I mean, I expect everyone was wondering though they might find out whether you breathe mostly through your nose or your mouth.
I fart through my arse and breathe through my mouth. So today, what are we talking about, Lucy? Oh, I must say quickly, of course, that this podcast is proudly sponsored by Liars. They make simply the finest alcohol-free spirits the world has ever seen. Find out later in the show about their frequent sipper club. Yeah, but today we're talking about...
Well, today our gift to you is a sober, awkward cravings toolbox. Those pesky moments in time, whether it's a few minutes or a few hours, that make you feel powerless and helplessly overwhelmed by alcohol. We all know how that feels. Cravings to drink can be what make you feel anxious around booze, and it feels like you're missing out.
And I know we've covered this topic before, but we're coming to the end of series 3, and we just wanted to kind of hone in on these troublesome reminders of our past lives and understand them a little bit better, and the science behind them and everything else, in the hope of freeing you and us from their painful grip. The most common 2 questions I hear in this sobriety realm are, why do I get cravings and how can I stop them? Well, today we're going to try and find out and explore how doing just one thing perhaps could get you through.
Yeah, like you've said, Vic, that we have talked about it before, and we do cover off on a lot of the same things when we talk about giving up alcohol. We often circle back to the same solutions and advice, but it's important to do that and keep going over these things. And we spoke about withdrawals, I think, last time I was on here.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
So talking about cravings might seem fairly similar, but they are different things. And it is worth, as Vic says, honing in on them, because cravings happen to all us sober peeps at some point or another.
Sure do.
Generally, it's more often at the beginning of sobriety, but even several years in. You still get them, don't you, Vic?
Yep,
4 years
not as bad.
in.
Yep, but I have my toolbox in place, Lucy.
Good
rattling
to know.
around next to me.
Good to know.
Yep.
And they pop up like a pustulous spot, one that won't pop or go away and gets infected when you squeeze it.
I've got a few of those, Lucy, as well.
Go on. Do you want to tell us about them?
No, I'll leave my pustulous spots till next week.
The overwhelming urge to drink can rear its ugly head like a garish gatecrasher and have you seriously questioning not only whether you should neck a drink, but also whether your sober world is a little more precarious than you previously thought.
Yes, it's all very well having long-term plans for sobriety, but what do you do in that crucial moment when the need to drink becomes so all-consuming you can't think straight, and every thought you do have leads to a yearning desire to tip poison-infused liquid into your body? It really feels like a power larger than us sometimes, doesn't it, Lucy?
Oh, God, it certainly does. It's quite horrible. And today we're going to take you through why, when we feel so smugly sober, we can suddenly find ourselves rather unbecomingly panting for a pint or fantasising about a flaming sambuca.
Oh, yes. Remember I used to wake up with that circular burn on my hand every Sunday morning.
Yes. Yeah, don't miss that, I'm sure.
Don't miss that, no.
We'll share our own experiences when we have been caught off guard, even when we thought we had this sober thing down to a fine art, which we do feel most of the time.
Most of the time.
Yes. We'll also discuss why such strong cravings can make us feel so vulnerable, weak, and a wee bit pathetic.
Sometimes I feel those things.
Yes.
I also wanted to do this podcast because I get a lot of emails from people all the time. Every day I answer everybody's emails, and I get some that are good and some with questions and some that sometimes get offended by the things that we say on here. Not often, but occasionally. But a couple of people have mentioned the fact that they are disappointed with us, Lucy.
Oh, gosh, that brings back memories of being at
school. Yeah. Or it brings back, for me, memories of being hungover, actually. People being disappointed
basically
in me.
Of our entire lives. It really triggered us.
You're a disappointment, Victoria. I've definitely heard that before.
Especially when we're trying so hard.
I know.
Still managed to disappoint.
Yeah. So a few people have been disappointed that we still get cravings. So I just wanted to address that very quickly and just say, look, me and Lucy are human. This podcast is about our sobriety journeys and how we honestly feel and the truth about what happens when you quit booze. We're not here to be gurus to enlighten you, although, we'd like you to learn something from this podcast. We're just two mums doing our best. We are not here to tell you your sobriety is going to be totally perfect. And also, we don't go to school pickup smiling on the back of glitter farting unicorns, do we, Lucy?
I do sometimes,
okay,
occasionally.
Yeah. No, that was just
Depends
the horse.
Depends how much acid I've taken.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Lucy's on acid. So she does go to school on a glitter farting unicorn. We struggle like the rest of you. But we're here to tell you that the work, the tools, everything that we're going to talk about today, no matter how hard these things are, how confronting they are worth it. Neither of us have given in to the cravings. So it just shows, even though we do have them, we do not let them win.
No, we don't. And we're just going to be honest, and we're going to continue doing that because we think that's what helps the most.
Yeah.
But finally, most importantly, in this podcast, we're going to share tactics to help you get through the cravings unscathed without putting a drink to your lips.
Yes, sometimes it is good to simplify it like that and say, look, I can do everything. I can worry. I can have all these feelings and emotions. All I have to do is not put a drink to my lips.
Right. That was going to be my finale point.
Yeah.
Vic,
Sorry.
Yeah. You've already said it.
Oh, sorry. You can say something else. Do not put
No, that was it. You've ruined it.
Oh, well, we'll get round to that. Well, you can throughout the podcast, you can think of something new to say and then surprise me at the end.
I'll try really hard.
And I really want to be impressed. So you better think of something very, very funny. I just want to start by reading something I read today on our lovely friend William Porter's Alcohol Explained website. I just wanted to begin with this little lesson for us so we can try and get our head round what a craving is, and also try to understand as we go through the podcast that what we're talking about is also called fantasising about alcohol. This is a quote from Alcohol Explained. It says, "Don't forget what a craving is. It is you fantasising about how nice it would be to have a drink. It is a conscious thought process that you are going through. Above all, it's a fantasy, not reality. It is a highly romanticised, utterly distorted version of reality. A craving is simply thinking about the only good parts of something and exaggerating those good parts shamelessly. When you find yourself thinking about drinking, don't fantasize about it. Just think about the reality of it. Think about the actual reality of what would happen if you had a drink. If you think about this throughout the podcast, it might help you understand why your brain is telling you why you want to have a drink." So that fantasizing is something that's what it is in that moment. You're thinking that a drink is going to be better than the actual moment that you're in. So therefore you create this craving that you want to have it.
Yeah, you're seeing things through rose-tinted glasses. You're only seeing the good part of having a drink. It's very, very small, that good bit, isn't it? It's often about 20 minutes long before it starts going downhill. But the craving for that is what the craving's for, that 20 minutes of feeling good.
But even in that 20 minutes of feeling good, Lucy, I recognise now that within myself, even in that 20 minutes of short euphoria, I was still thinking about the next drink. So I'm not totally present and just thinking, oh my God, I feel amazing. I'm actually just thinking about where the next drink is coming from and where I'm going to get it from and everything else. So we sort of fantasize about that moment in itself as well, don't we?
Well, you're not living in the moment when you're drinking ever, are you?
No.
Okay, let's start by going to the very heart of the matter, and that is why we get these cravings. I mean, wouldn't it be wonderful, Vic, if they just fucked off, never to return?
I think a bouncer said that to me once. Fuck off and never return. I recognise that. You'd say it in a deeper voice.
Here are the 3 reasons why cravings happen. We went and got these online from a reputable website.
Yeah. The first one is changes in brain chemistry, which is exactly that fantasy thing. Over time, alcohol use begins to affect the neurotransmitters or chemical messengers in your brain. These changes can lead to a tolerance or a need to drink more in order to feel the same effects. Yeah, so you're creating the addiction right there. They can also leave you more sensitive to alcohol's effects and raise your risk of withdrawal symptoms. When not drinking, you might begin to notice feelings of anxiety or other emotional distress, along with strong cravings for alcohol. So there you go, brain chemistry.
Yeah, brain chemistry is a really interesting one there. And we never consider the brain when we drink. We don't consider the damage that we've done to it and how we can hopefully reverse it. We've talked before about feeling brain dead with a hangover, and you just know that you've done some damage and you hope it'll all be okay the following day. But perhaps that damage is more long-term than we think. And I definitely feel that it is.
I definitely feel I have more permanent damage than I originally thought.
I think for me, a year and a half is certainly nowhere near enough time for my brain to have recouped and gone back to how wonderful it once was. Of course, I had a really, really good working brain, Vic, at one point.
I don't know.
I did, I promise.
I don't think you can give me, I want proof. I want to see some essays you wrote at school.
Funnily enough, when I was in the UK, I was talking to my dad one evening. He is a retired flight engineer and is a really highly intelligent man, and he's 84 and he's still so sharp and with it. And I asked him why I didn't inherit his intelligence. And it was quite funny because he just didn't say anything. He said nothing. My cousin was there at the same time. You know, he was meant to say, but of course you did, Lucy. But he didn't. There was just silence.
Tumbleweed moment.
It said it all. But then I thought maybe I did inherit his intelligence, but I just threw it away when I started drinking at the age of 14.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe that's what happened. I mean, I'll never really know. I am your classic dizzy blonde. I really am. And I live my life now in a way where I am very pedantic about organisation.
Yes.
Everything has its place. And the only way I can operate is by being crazily, anally organised to the point where the people who live with me and the people who know me well take the piss out of me. But that is where I have to live my life. I've had to put things in place to make up for the fact that my brain doesn't work as well as I need it to.
Right.
And I often wonder whether that is because of the damage that I've done to it. For example, I've been doing this for years, but when I have a shopping list, you know, with loads of items on it, as you know we do have when we go and shop for a family, I put symbols next to things. So like if I've got fruit and veg, they have a star.
Yeah.
Non-food items have an arrow. Chilled items have a triangle. Frozen have an F in a circle.
Has anything got OCD written next to it? Funny chance.
You see what I mean? Everyone takes a piss, but it works.
Yeah, well, I take the piss because I'm actually jealous because I am nothing like you. My life is total disorder because my brain doesn't like any sort of cleaning and my life's a mess. I just about get by with my nose above the water.
I suppose your husband's very organised and on the case,
husband's
whereas I don't
organised.
have anyone to help me. So
yes,
I have to put these things in place. And I often think, These are really weird things that someone has to put in place. No one else really does it to the extreme that I do.
Yeah.
Am I just naturally thick, or did I kill all my
I won't answer that
my
question.
brain cells through drinking?
Lucy, you're naturally thick.
Thank you. At least I now know what it is. Yeah. But we'll never know the damage, really, will we, Vic? We'll never know how much damage that we've done to ourselves.
He just reminded me of a story when I met this guy in New Zealand that I'd slept with a few times. And when we were drunk, it had been quite a nice, fun relationship. And then
one of those.
And then I went to play pool with him one day, and I realised I couldn't understand what was going on, but it was because we were sober, of course. And I remember saying to him, "Are you thick or shy?" It didn't go down well. He didn't really.
You said that when you were sober.
And then I potted the black and fucked off.
Yeah,
see you later, loser.
I can't imagine why you were single for so long, Vic.
Yes, that's not God. Why is she acting like that? That's weird.
Sober Vic.
Actually, you just reminded me of another date I went on. You're going to find this so weird. So it's totally unrelated. When the guy left in the morning, I was left in his house. He'd gone to work, and as he wasn't there, I thought it'd be really funny. He had loads of posters on his wall, and I took all the blue tack off and stuck it on the other side and turned them all around. So all his posters were facing inside.
Oh, you annoying
And I turned all the ornaments
person.
around. I just thought it was really funny. He never spoke to me again either. Do you know what? I think it was Ed Sheeran. I'm not joking.
You are
I actually
joking.
think I went out with Ed Sheeran. Yeah, but I can't really remember it. But
So,
I think he lived in
Ed,
Reading.
if you're listening,
This guy was called Ed, and he looks
this-
exactly like Ed Sheeran. I think it was Ed Sheeran.
Oh, he might be listening because he's sober.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, Ed Sheeran's sober, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Did
Hi,
you not
Ed.
know that?
Sorry about turning your
Hi,
posters
Ed.
round.
Hi, Ed.
Hi, Eddie. He's going to be like, oh my God, it is. It's that girl. It may have been Ed Sheeran. That's all I'm going to say.
Did he sing to you?
No, he did
From
have a
the old
guitar in his room, though. Yeah. Sorry, it's
Wonder
totally
if it
unrelated to
was.
Cravings, but there you go. Yeah, it might have been. Weird.
Tell us a little bit about your brain in relation to alcohol, Vic.
Well, I think my brain chemistry is my chemistry set's still under my bed, never been used, with some broken, what are those glass things called?
Test tubes.
Test tubes, some glass test tubes, yeah. I think my brain has definitely been affected by alcohol, which in turn has probably made the fact that I still crave alcohol is why that happens, probably, is because my brain isn't functioning right. It wants me to do the exact thing that I don't want to do.
Yeah.
So therefore it's definitely affected. I wonder if some of the things are caused by years of drinking. My neurotransmitters are broken, which makes me do stupid things, but also tricks me into thinking I want to drink when I don't actually want to. So I've had a lot of brain blips, as you can imagine, over the years, probably sleeping with somebody who was probably Ed Sheeran is one of them. Things like overflowing the bath on a daily basis. I just forget it's on. Leaving jacket potatoes in the oven and cooking a completely different meal. I do that quite a lot. And then I go, oh, look, the next day there's some burnt jacket potatoes in the oven. I forget to put the bananas in the banana bread quite often. I often put the dustpan and brush in the fridge, things like that. Brushed my teeth with antiseptic the other day just because I'm just not concentrating. My brain's all over the place.
Were you just trying to get an alcohol hit?
Yeah, just trying to neck in the old mouthwash. Getting lost when driving in the car with Lucy because we're distracted.
Yeah.
I can't do two things at a time because we are chatting like loonies and we just end up at dead ends laughing.
Yeah, we do. Yes, we do, don't we?
One thing I did, my dad had diarrhea in the back of my car, my 84-year-old dad. And
Was this recent?
Well, it's quite recent, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
He was in the back of the car and he had the shits. Sorry, Alan, if he's listening out the side of the booth right now. But he had the shits and he'd stuffed a newspaper down the back of his trousers. And it was like this big panic because he didn't want to do a shit on the car. And I was in a total panic, and because I was just thinking, I've got to let him into the house when I drive up, and so he can run into the house and use the toilet. And because I was thinking that, I took my car keys out of the ignition while I was driving down the motorway.
No way.
Yes.
I didn't even know you could do
that.
that.
No, I didn't even know. And I was like, here's the keys, and I passed them to him in the back of the car, and I was driving down a motorway. Anyway, that's just my brain.
But I don't understand how that could happen.
I don't even understand it.
So the car was still
No,
going?
still going. I just managed to get them. He's like, what are you doing? And I handed them back to me and I put them in and carried on.
That sounds a bit like teaching my daughter to drive. We'll be in fourth gear and I'm like, go up into fifth. And we're like going along the motorway. She goes into second.
Oh, God. Oh, stressful. Oh dear, yes. Anyway, he managed to use the toilet as a newspaper.
God, your poor
I read the
dad.
newspaper afterwards.
You did not.
The panic, things like that make my brain fail.
I do know what you mean about the forgetting to put things in food. I did once make a chia seed pudding without the chia seeds.
Oh, yes.
Easily done.
Not really the same thing, is it? I think it all happened. It's not so much to do with booze. I did get hit on the head with a cooking apple at a Michael Jackson concert once.
It was definitely a cooking apple, was it?
Yeah, it was massive.
Not your average Granny Smith?
It wasn't a Granny Smith, no. It was definitely a cooking. It was one of those kind of like
Was it aimed
mutated
at you?
ones.
Was it aimed at you personally?
No, people just chucking stuff around us at Wembley Stadium, yeah. So I think I've had some issues since then. So it could not be, as you say, you're just thick. And I got hit on the head by a cooking apple.
Nothing to do with booze.
Nothing to do with alcohol after all. Oh, dear. Yeah, so all of those things, they show our brains are sometimes not working right. And it tells me to drink even though I don't. My neurotransmitters get all tangled. I think my brain also, when you're drinking, of course, Lucy, it never has time to evolve. And, you know, you get kind of stunted in your growth in your life because in every area because of alcohol.
Yeah, I agree with that. Another reason is habit formation, and this is a really good one, I think. It's once again about the brain, back to the brain. People often begin to use alcohol regularly because drinking leads to positive feelings or helps improve their mood. For example, a drink after an unpleasant fight with your partner might help you to feel calmer, might help you to like them again.
Yeah.
A drink after a challenging day at work might help you relax. Or the classic, a drink at a party might help you talk to people more easily. The pleasant euphoria you experience when drinking becomes a reward, one that reinforces your desire to drink in certain situations. You might eventually start craving that reward in new situations. Agree, Vic?
Yeah, well, I just think, the habits are ingrained. So therefore, of course, once you experience that euphoria, you're going to want to experience it again until you get to the point you don't know how to act without that high and without creating those sort of environmental associations with that high. So you want to go to the places where you feel like that. And then as soon as you're out of those situations without a drink, you feel awkward. You feel sober awkward because you're used to feeling a certain way in those environments. Things like wine at dinner parties, beer at festivals, Pimm's at Henley Regatta, Bloody Marys over Sunday lunch. I mean, even cocktails when I felt like regurgitating the lining of my stomach onto a pavement. I still thought that was normal and I thought that was good because my habit was so far gone, I couldn't see outside of it. And that's exactly the habit formation that we're talking about here, is my brain evolved in a way, whereas I taught it that it wanted alcohol to have fun. Even events, everything like new relationships, football wins, days off work, the Jubilee, for example. Yeah. Those are real drinking events. The opening of an envelope, not having crabs, I put there as a celebration.
What was that after you opened the envelope?
The envelope, yeah. Oh, I've not got crabs. I've got a letter from the doctor.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so my mind still takes me to those things, which of course is my brain saying, we want to take you back there. We want to feel that euphoria like a drug high. I mean, I used to take a lot of ecstasy and cocaine in my early 20s, very early 20s, actually never took a drug after my 23rd birthday. But I still crave those highs sometimes. So learning to not have cravings and to have the more content, sober life is what makes it hard.
Yeah, I often wonder if we never allowed ourselves to reach these highs in the first place, would we still crave them?
No, I don't think we would.
Yeah, like if we didn't know what they were and what they felt like, how could we crave them? Life would be much easier if we didn't like that brief sort of feeling of drinking, when you have your first drink, or if you've never experienced coming up on drugs and you're not always chasing that high. And instead, the bar would be much lower and you would feel euphoric from simpler things like eating an ice cream or having sex. Yeah. But for us, the bar is so much higher and we're always chasing that. So those lucky people who perhaps never have sort of really drunk very much or never have taken any drugs, I guess life is just easier for them. I think we're always going to be...
They're going to be more content.
Yeah, they will be. This habit one is really interesting because When I was in the UK, I hired a car, Vic, and the indicators were on a different side.
Yeah.
So I headed out with my cousin in this car onto the Watford Ring Road.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It was crazy busy, all one-way traffic, all these different lanes, trying
Yes.
to work out where to go, with the windscreen wipers frantically
God.
going on a day when it wasn't raining. And it was like, oh, my God, turn off the windscreen wipers. Oh, God, what side's it on?
Oh, God, I'm surprised you didn't
But-
crash.
Yes, I am too.
Gosh.
But by the end of the 2 weeks in England with my hire car, I'd got used to what side the indicators were on. So I come back here to Australia and I get in my car, which I've had for 10 years.
Yeah.
I've been back from England now for how long? For about a week.
Yeah.
And I am still faffing around
The indicator.
with the indicators. But it's really interesting because I've had it for 10 years. I went off for 2 weeks and still I'm struggling to get back into the rhythm of a car that I've had for 10 years. So it goes to show that if you've been drinking for 25 years and your brain has been taught to drink and to enjoy drink and to crave drink, then if you stop for 1 year, it's not going to change things very much.
No.
Habit is just so strong, isn't it?
It's so strong.
deeply ingrained.
So deep.
So that is why even 4 years or 10 years into sobriety, you might be sitting watching the sunset and think, oh, I really bloody want a glass of wine.
Yeah.
That's a craving and it will keep coming.
And it will keep coming. And what we're going to push to you today and try and influence you with is to accept that is going to be part of your sobriety journey. Accept
Yes.
it and expect it, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So triggers. Craving often happen as an automatic response to a trigger, which could be a memory of something associated with alcohol or an emotionation. An emotion.
An emotionation.
An emotionation across the nation.
I like that word.
Yeah, emotionation.
Emotionation.
It's like a rave. Lose control. Let's get motherfucking out of control. Such as stress. Most people who experience cravings notice a mix of internal and external triggers, which we have talked about before. Internal triggers typically involve memories, thoughts, emotions, or physical sensations that prompt the urge to drink, such as sadness, anxiety, anger, and physical pain. While external triggers refer to the environmental cues you link to alcohol, including places, times, people, and situations.
Yeah, I mean, when you read that, Vic, I think immediately house music for
Yeah.
Vic. That's Vic's problem. And
Yeah.
mine is Downton Abbey.
That's it. That sums us up right there.
Our triggers.
Yeah.
But they do become less and less, I find, the further I get into sobriety, thankfully, because we've so carefully built our sober worlds really to avoid those triggers.
Yeah.
And the danger really is when we step outside of those worlds. So when we go on holiday, we've talked about this before, into a new environment, as you were saying, external and internal triggers both play a part. And to be fair, nearly 2 years, I think I can say that really, can't I now, Vic? Nearly 2 years in
Yep.
sobriety, I do stay home because it's safer,
Yep.
because I can avoid triggers, not because I feel I'll give in. I just can't be bothered with them.
Yeah, fair enough.
I
Because you just
put
want to
myself
feel
through it.
comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to. So I do. My life revolves a lot more around my home and my kids and places where I won't get triggered. Interestingly, jet lag was a really big one for
Yeah.
me. When I came back from the UK, I suffered quite badly, just about a day and a half.
Yeah, it's like a hangover, isn't it, a bit?
It is like a hangover, and I think I've always would have gone and bought a bottle of red wine
Yes.
to see me through that.
Numbed it out a
Yeah,
bit.
and it would definitely help at the time, but of course then you're still jet lagged and you're hungover.
Yeah.
You haven't helped yourself at all.
Oh, and then you probably got anxiety on top of it by then.
Yeah. So, there you go. So that's interesting because I haven't been jet lagged for ages because I've been in Australia. I haven't been anywhere because of COVID. And then you travel overseas and you're jet lagged and suddenly, bang, there you go. There's a trigger. That's a craving. So they just keep coming. If you make changes in your life, they're more likely to. But don't sort of sit back and think, oh, I'm not going to get cravings anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
you might not, and that is great.
Yeah, amazing if you don't. Yeah.
Yeah, but be prepared that they are going to come, and probably when you least expect them.
And you're fantasizing there. I'm just going to pinpoint it as where you're fantasizing in that moment when you've got jet lag. You are fantasizing that a drink is going to make you feel better. So that's
Exactly.
why we're relating this cravings and this fantasizing. It is one thing, because in that moment of the craving, you think alcohol is going to save the day. And of course, it doesn't.
No, well, you might feel that it does short term.
Yes, short
You
term.
might do, because if you have a drink, if you feel that awful tiredness that jet lag brings, and you have a drink for a very short period of time, you might
short.
think, oh, right, this is working. But then, of course, you have another drink.
Yeah, and you can't control it.
and
You're a problem
you've made
drinker like
everything-
Lucy and I.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Same as you, Lucy, my things are when I'm surrounded by alcohol in a bar or anything like that, I do feel a bit anxious, and that creates a trigger and makes me think, oh, why can they do it and I can't? Maybe I should just have one. Reggae music, sunsets, all of those things. TV shows, people drinking on TV shows. I was watching Peaky Blinders this week.
I saw you'd written this down, Vic.
Yes,
I
Peaky
didn't know.
Blinders.
I
Yeah.
didn't know this had happened.
Yeah, Tommy Shelby in Series 6, which is just out, they're releasing an episode a week. He is now sober and he's really
Wow.
talking about it and really how he's
Wow.
changed his life. And it's the first time I've seen a real kind of aggressive character like that who's really powerful. And it's been all about the whiskey before. And it's all been all about the
very
drink.
much so,
and the
yeah.
brother is a opium addict in it as well. So they've got these really strong addiction themes in it, which I'm really enjoying. And he's a very stringent, sober person in it. I wonder how it's going to progress throughout the series, but it's really great to see us sober people being represented on a show like that. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
That's so interesting. I'm still trying to work out if I fancy Tommy Shelby or
I
not.
think I do.
Yeah. It's
think
a
I'd
funny
have
one,
him.
isn't it? He's very feminine looking, but I think
But
it's
he's-
that powerful
yes,
thing. There's
and
something
he's-
about him.
Yeah, but he's beautiful, isn't he?
He is, yes.
He's like a picture. That's why I love that show, because every shot is like the best photograph you've ever seen.
Yes,
The cinematography
it's very
in
well
that.
done,
It's
isn't it?
beautiful.
It's like going to the theatre almost,
Yeah.
watching it.
Yeah, it's got really dark colours, hasn't it?
Yeah, I
It's
do find it a
amazing.
little bit violent.
It's very
I don't like
violent.
the violence.
Yes. Yeah, I have to close my eyes at some point.
Hide behind the sofa.
Yes, I do. Yeah, yeah. Hammocks are a trigger for me because
really?
I just don't.
For no reason. Absolutely
I just don't
no
like them.
idea
Don't
why.
like look at them. No, that's weird. Yes, and wooden
sorry,
spoons,
but why?
wooden spoons and buttons.
It's a really random triggers going on here. So
That's not true.
So hammocks aren't a trigger for you.
They are.
Why?
They are, because I used to sit and have a beer in a hammock.
Mm.
That was my place to sit, relax, on a holiday and have a beer in a hammock. So yeah, and wooden spoons.
Tell us about the wooden spoons, Vic.
No, nothing.
And the buttons?
Yes. Weird. Sorry. Places I used to live. So if I go to places where I was a big drinker, I want to drink in those situations. Even countries. I wouldn't go to India again because I got so drunk there on coconut wine. I just feel like
Really?
I would...
So you actually wouldn't go back to India because of that one incident?
I just had a really shit experience in India. I was with a boyfriend that was horrible to me and it just made the whole thing shit. So I just drank to take it away. And all my memories of India are just me being drunk with this horrible guy and just hating every minute of it.
Right.
So I just have a real connotation with India. India is a trigger for me, unfortunately.
Plenty
Even though
of
I
other-
love the country,
yeah, but lots
it was
of other
amazing.
places you can go
Yes.
instead, isn't there?
Exactly. I will go there again. I need to get over it. But yeah,
Sri Lanka
you
might
have-
be a gentle way to get
yes,
back in.
Yes. I mean, you create these connotations in your brain. It's a problem.
You do, yeah.
Yeah, but I shouldn't do. But it's just, you wouldn't go back to somewhere where you've had a really bad experience. It's the same as alcohol. You don't want to go back there because you've had a bad experience. It's the same thing we're
And why
talking
put
about.
yourself through it?
Why put yourself through it? I always also have this fantasizing thing where I talk about my halcyon days of drinking, which is my rave days, my pub days, these festival days. When I think about those days, I think happy thoughts. They're good memories, growing up and, learning, coming of age and doing all of those things that you did in those times when you were young. Yeah, before I entered the blackout and slept with a stranger, of course. But those alcohol fantasies that I have now about those times, I know they're not a reality, but I do fantasize about them, and that is quite triggery. So when I think of a happy memory from the past, like me standing on a podium with an E-mask,
Yeah.
doing big fish, little fish dancing, I do have like a happy memory of that. And that's, of course, a little bit of a trigger because it makes me feel like perhaps I could do that again. And of course I couldn't.
Well, you're just pinpointing certain memories. It's those rose-tinted glasses that we were talking about earlier. I think it's really important to play it forward. I mean, I know you say about doing in sobriety, playing it forward when you want to have a drink, think about what will happen. But also when you're thinking about those halcyon days, and I know what you mean, Vic.
Yeah.
I think about the 90s clubbing era.
1970s when you were growing up as a
1970s,
teenager.
yes.
Yeah.
The 90s clubbing
Yes.
era.
Yeah.
Now, they were my halcyon days, and
Yeah,
they were
same.
really, really happy days.
Mm.
Now, funnily enough, they didn't really involve very much alcohol. And I do think of happy few times when I was drinking, but they really are just pinpoints in the night to all the other things that also went wrong that night and how I felt the following day.
Yeah, so you're just thinking about the good times, like when your favourite tune came on and you just peaked and you were like, this is where I want to be. I'm with my tribe. Everyone's like me. We're all crazy nutters getting off our heads at a rave and we're all going crazy and this is brilliant. But then, of course, I had aftermath of that.
Then you got to get home.
Then you got to get home. In your Morris Minor.
That in itself.
Yeah, that in itself was hard enough. Gurning at policemen.
Walking to the London tube stations while everyone's in their suits going to work at 6 in the morning.
With beanies on and blotchy faces. Oh, dear.
Oh, happy days.
Happy days. One way to stave cravings, of course, is to have an alcohol-free alternative. As you guys know, Liars sponsor this podcast. They have an amazing new loyalty club, the Frequent Sippers Club, and it's free to join. And there are many ways for you to gather points and get great discounts. And we love a discount, don't we, Lucy?
Yeah, we do. This is really good, actually. So you can gain points in lots of different ways. You can get 50 extra points for leaving a review, 25 points if you sign up to their newsletter, 100 points if you purchase 2 bottles, and there's loads more ways you can get your hands on a bottle of Liars. Redeeming your hard-earned points is easy. Simply apply your points for a discount at the checkout. 100 points equals $10. You even get points for your birthday and anniversary.
Yes, perfect.
So what if we're not married?
Oh, you don't get one. You just get one on your birthday. Everyone else is more important to you than
make
you.
a complaint.
Yeah, it's your French birthday, your anniversaire.
I'm celebrating my relationship with myself.
Yeah, with Paris. Don't worry, signing up is a doddle. Create an account by going to the Liars website, liars.com.au or liars.com or liars.co.uk. It's available on all their websites. Enter your name, email address and password to start your Frequent Sippers account. All the links are in the show notes. Liars, simply the finest alcohol-free spirits the world has ever seen.
And I love that, Frequent Sippers.
Frequent Sippers, yeah.
Brilliant.
They've got some good lingo on their website, actually.
They are cool.
Bored, wasted, being wasted. Wasted so much time being wasted. Just, I love all those little kind of sober slogans.
Yeah,
they
and they've got some really good branding as well. It's nice just having a look at all the pretty stuff.
And John's mum arrived from England and bought my free bottle of Liars that I ordered because I got the freebie. I sent it to her house.
Yeah, she brought it all the way over.
She brought it over on the plane for me. I could have just gone down the shop.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, it was good. Funny.
That's a good mother-in-law.
It is, yeah.
Look, so now that we're clear on why triggers come a knocking, let's delve a little deeper into the sheer horror of them.
Yes, the sheer horror. Hurrah!
And how they actually make us feel.
Yeah.
This is going to be a really nice conversation.
How do they make you feel, Luce?
Well, at the beginning, craving was almost physical. I felt like I needed someone to lock the doors to prevent me getting out the house and down to the bottle shop. I certainly couldn't have a home with drink in it. I think I could now. In fact, I do think I've got some beers in the fridge at the moment.
Okay.
There you go. Look at that.
Yeah, that's
progress. I haven't even really thought about it.
Okay, that's good.
Because I know there's a couple of alcohol-free ones in there, but I think I looked in there when I came back from England. I thought, I think they've got alcohol in, and I haven't fixated on it.
Okay, that's good.
I'd forgotten about it up until saying this. So yeah, there you go. Progress. We sometimes don't realise we're making it, but we are.
Yeah.
I do feel a bit annoyed when I get cravings now, because
fair enough.
Yeah, I'm like, oh God, really? What? After all this time, I don't want to have a craving. Like the jet lag, had a few cravings over in the UK, talking about Christmas because I'm going back to the UK for Christmas. And I immediately feel cravings coming on already.
Baileys, think about Baileys.
Oh, God,
game of Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you have a game of Trivial Pursuit at Christmas without a Baileys? You tell me.
Yeah, I've done it. Don't worry, I've done it. I've done it 5 years in a row.
Then.
It's possible, Lucy.
It's just, they do keep coming. And as well as I'm feeling, really quite uncomfortable because you're wanting something you can't have, it is annoying. I hate the way that they can ruin things like Christmas. It actually feels as if they're actually taking over your life and changing the way that you want to live things.
Does it make you feel like when you were told that Santa wasn't real? Is it the same sort of
like
feeling?
That,
yeah, that's terrible.
It is. What takes away the fun of what was Christmas. Now, I don't have to think about it for long to realise that that's just a fantasy.
It's the fantasy again.
Yeah. I don't have to think about it for long. But the initial thought, the craving, that is a craving, isn't it, Vic? That feeling of, I really need to have a drink when I'm doing this, whether that's now or whether when you're arranging something for in the future. But you just have to think about it and you have to put your tools in place to make it go away. They make you feel quite weak. I mean, we talked about making you feel a little
especially
bit
if you
pathetic.
give in to them, of course.
Of course.
Because then that's where the shame comes from, is that you feel weak because you gave in to the fantasy and the craving.
Yeah, of course. But you're not weak because we've already talked about the things that are actually happening within our bodies and our brains. They're physical things that we're up against here. You're not weak. You're incredibly strong for not giving in to them all the time. And if you do give in to one, and we've talked about this before with withdrawals, which is sort of that next step when you have a craving and you do give in to it.
Yeah.
You know, there are so many things that you can do to get back on track. So have a listen to that episode if that's you and you have given into a craving lately. Yeah. But, you know, in terms of feeling weak, I tend to think that it's as if all the years of sobriety that I've put all this effort into, it's as though it doesn't mean anything. Yeah. And as if I haven't created anything special. Like when I feel strong in my sobriety, I'm like, what I've done is amazing. I'm really powerful. You know, I've achieved so much. And then when you're sitting there, sitting on your hands thinking, God, I desperately want a red wine. Yeah. You wonder whether it was all worth it. But it is, because you don't have that wine.
Yeah, exactly. Apparently, I read something this week that a craving is actually a similar feeling to heightened arousal, and your heart. So we're talking about the brain, but also your heart reacts, and it makes a depressed heart rate. So your heart actually slows down when you have a craving, because it's kind of that feeling of need, a bit like when I want a lint ball, Lucy, or when I'm desperately craving not to have sex.
So I don't know if I feel aroused with a craving.
I'm aroused now.
I can't remember the last time. Oh, my God.
Just talking about a lint ball.
Can't remember the last time I felt aroused about anything.
Yeah, but apparently it's like a rising emotion that needs attention. That's what it is. That's the fantasy, is that emotion arises within you and you need to fulfill it in some way. And you have to work out ways of not doing that.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's a funny one, really. I mean, when I gave up, I knew it was forever because I've been so mentally unwell, and I knew that I would never have a drink again. But still, that doesn't stop my brain melting occasionally. The problem is, when you give up drinking, is you can't fucking avoid it, can you, Lucy?
No.
Like it's not like giving up heroin and moving to a different town and never seeing your dealer again. You see it everywhere. It's all around you everywhere you go.
You've just made me think of something, if I can interrupt. When I was on the plane, breakfast trolley, coming along,
rattling away,
spirits on it. God. And people drinking them.
Well, you can't avoid it. That's exactly someone walking right next to you. It was like our hotel in Brisbane when we went with the cocktail set up in our room. It's very difficult when you give up something and then it's being shoved down your throat 24/7. That's what it feels like sometimes. And that is hard not to trigger you because it's everywhere and everyone's doing it and everyone's smiling in the bar, on TV or wherever it is you see it. It's bloody everywhere.
It's like they're teasing you.
It is. It's like this horrible taunting, like out of a horror film.
It is.
Come on, come and join us. Drink with us. It's okay. One won't hurt. Yeah. And it's like a horrible ghost.
Have just one.
The wine witch, talking to me all the time. You can't avoid it. So you're being triggered, even if you are the most confident person in your sobriety. You've been sober for 10 years. You're loving every minute of it. That is still going to happen. You can't avoid it. Yeah. I have to admit, though, Lucy, my cravings are rare, but I still do have them. I manage with my toolbox that we're going to discuss is, I can head them off at the pass because I know what they are. I know they're a fantasy. And a lot of it is about educating yourself about that fantasy and understanding it and realising what it is and accepting it. I recognise that it's the old me talking. It's the old me. It's not the person I am now that's saying you should have a drink or you can have a drink. It's that crazy party girl that I was in my past. And now I'm capable of separating those two people and saying, that was the you then and this is the you now, and you don't do that anymore. I can stamp it out, and it's my job to stamp it out, and I try and stamp it out for as many people as I can. But things like annoying children that haven't brushed their teeth and won't sleep, that annoys me, makes me feel triggered. And then I don't sleep because I get a worse mood. There's always like 10 people in my bed every night, not a dog.
Oh,
and
lucky you.
Yeah, no, they're not fun people. They're crying and having nightmares and all sorts of things.
They're not fun people.
And one of the things that really triggers me, Lucy, which we have mentioned on here before, but I wanted to go a little deeper into, is hormones. We've mentioned, both of us, that in our drinking days that we both always drank heavily, not realising it on the day that we were due to start our periods. And we were always really, really hungover on the day that it came. So being premenstrual, I had to look this up because a lot of people have mentioned it on Cuppa, and I get a lot of mentions of it on my Drunk Mummy, Sober Mummy Facebook group of women wondering whether their hormones have anything to do with their drinking. So I'm just going to read you a little bit about what I found out about that this week. Hormones act as a chemical messenger to control and coordinate the functions of the body's tissues and organs. When the hormone system is working properly, the exact amount of hormone is released at exactly the right time, and the tissues of the body accurately respond to those messages. Research with laboratory animals has also revealed that alcohol's impact on hormonal pathways can influence, are you ready for this, Lucy?
Yep.
Alcohol-seeking behaviour.
Oh, wow.
Hormones actually make you want to drink. When alcohol interferes with the hormone system, it can affect blood sugar levels, impair reproductive functions, interfere with calcium, metabolism and bone structure, affect hunger and digestion, and increase the risk of osteoporosis and create that alcohol-seeking behaviour. And what is alcohol-seeking behaviour, Lucy?
Cravings.
Exactly. When we withdraw from alcohol or have cravings, the suppression of certain neurochemicals will make the brain demand more alcohol so it can reach homeostasis. It is a normal state of functioning. More simply, our brains begin to regulate themselves without alcohol. Without it, the brain makes chemical demands and requests for alcohol.
I like that, request for alcohol.
Isn't that mental? So it's actually not your fault. It is your hormones.
Yeah.
You are going to seek out alcohol more if you are a drinker when you are feeling hormonal.
But even if it's not your fault, you still have control.
You still have to take responsibility. Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, so hormones create alcohol-seeking behaviour. Your body and mind push you towards a drink just because you are used to it.
Exactly.
Which is amazing.
It is incredible. I was really fascinated to read that today. So I hope that helps some of you understand that because, you know, that is quite incredible. We've also cleared up a lot on the subject of cravings and can conclude that one thing for certain, they are shit. But they also are bloody dangerous because if we don't manage our cravings, we might end up at square one on our sobriety journey before we can say have a cuppa instead. So now we're going to talk about what you can do to stop cravings in their tracks. Kick the wine witch in the fanny and put a spell on her. I added that bit, Lucy.
This is wine witch.
Kick the wine witch in the fanny. Just because I knew it would make you laugh. I actually put that in there as a joke. And then I read the wrong bit because I know, I like adding naughty words.
I thought you'd gone off script, dear.
Here are the tools you can add to your books, to your book. Or your box, your fannies and boxes.
Oh, I don't know where we're going with this.
Here are the tools you can add to your fanny that will ensure they pass without too much drama.
Or your willy.
No, to your box, your toolbox.
Going either.
Yes.
Well, I actually did a blog, which is on Cuppa, which went on Cuppa in the very early days.
Yes, and I'll put it in the show notes for this podcast.
Yeah, do, because my blog was really about instant distractions to stop you drinking. And I think that's really important because cravings are a moment in time.
Yep.
And they might be over in a couple of minutes. You hope they will be. But just some of the things that I put in there is if you are feeling severely tempted to have a drink, shove something else in your mouth instead.
Yeah. A fanny or a willy.
Oh, God.
Sorry, I might have to edit that bit out.
I was kind of thinking a chocolate biscuit.
Oh, okay. That's where we differ then.
Ice cream.
It was only because of the witch's fanny, that's why.
Cup of tea?
Yeah, a cup of tea will do.
Could it be as simple as a cup of tea?
It could be, yes. I think listeners definitely listen to Lucy, not me. I'm just joking.
But the reality is, as long as it's not illegal, put something else in your mouth, as long as it's not alcohol.
Yeah.
Escape was one. So if you're in a situation where you are feeling triggered by your surroundings, or even if that trigger is an internal trigger, like we talked about at the beginning, which is being brought on by anxiety or by a feeling of feeling good and wanting a drink to enjoy the moment, move away from where you are to somewhere else. Escape. Get out of the place where you are, because your thought pattern will change then. It can be as simple as just, I don't know if I can even read this.
Doing
with the
something
mood
else
that
with your
you're in.
hands.
Because I know what you're like at the moment. I don't know what you're going to come out
No, I'm
with.
going to keep quiet.
I was thinking of something like knitting, as everybody knows. I
wasn't thinking the same thing.
I didn't think you would be. People will know that knitting saved me. In fact, on the plane, I'm sorry, I keep going back to my plane stories. Lady next to me on the plane was knitting.
Oh,
well, a young girl actually. Well, 28.
God, you had a chat about
we
it, did you?
We had a chat about knitting. You would have loved it, Nick.
There's sobriety at its best right there.
You wish you were there. I know you love my knitting.
Yeah.
But do something else with your hands. You hear about people getting all crafty.
Yes, definitely lots of craft. There's actually a craft group on Cuppa with people sharing their new crafts that they've been learning.
Yeah, because even the least crafty of people, such as myself, get pleasure from crafts, from just doing something. Just it's a repetitiveness. Instead of holding onto a glass and picking it up and putting it to your lips and taking a sip all night long, over and over and over again, it's just doing something else repetitive with your hands.
And also, I wonder if there's there's a result from it, whereas we drank to get pissed. Whereas with knitting, you create something from nothing. Whereas the same with alcohol, we created something. We created our change in behaviour and us perhaps feeling more euphoric, or until we, were sick or whatever. But there's something to be said with craft, is that you create something with your hands and you have something to show for it. Whereas alcohol, we didn't really have anything to show for it. So it's a different way of us showing, look, we're more functional now. We can do stuff, and look, here we go.
Look what I've created. A very, very long knitted item.
Yeah, like Doctor Who's scarf.
Yes, because I can't do anything other than knit in a straight line.
Yeah, but your scarves are lovely.
Well, thanks, Vic.
That's okay.
It's winter, so hopefully I'll see you.
Yes,
in
I've been
yours
wearing
soon.
it every day.
Oh yeah, whatever. Just connect with someone sober. Always have a sober friend, or get onto something like Cuppa or Drunk Mummy, Sober Mummy, or any kind of sober group, and talk to other sober people. Tell them, say help.
Yes,
I've got
help me.
craving.
I'm
need
in a
help.
moment.
Talk
I'm in
to
the
me.
moment. Yeah,
and the people will help you. Write it down. Write down how you feel, because you'll really appreciate reading that next time you have a craving.
Definitely.
Play it forward. Vic's one. Yeah, it might be nice to have a drink. You're going to feel good for how long? 20 minutes max, and then you're going to have another drink, and it is downhill from there. We promise you.
Can I just add there was a discussion on my Facebook group this week, people asking if you were going to get a sobriety tattoo, what would you get? And my one was Play It Forward.
Yes. What would you get? A cassette tape?
Yes, cassette tape with Play It Forward, yeah.
Oh, that would be good.
Quite a good one, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I can't think of it. I'll let you know. I'll have a little think of what I might have.
You could get knob on your head.
Yeah, I might do that.
Yeah, a bit like a felt tip pen.
Or wanker.
Yeah. Yeah, that would work.
Take it 1 minute at a time. Literally 1 minute at a time.
Yeah,
sometimes
even 10 seconds at a time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes cravings are so bloody strong that you honestly don't think you'll make it through.
Yeah.
So just sit there. I did that last Christmas when I was craving.
Yeah.
I was listening to the party up the road. I could hear everyone having what sounded like a great time. I'm sure it wasn't later on. And I just put myself to the test with one of my toolbox ideas, which was 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, half an hour's gone, an hour's gone. And eventually I felt better.
Yep.
Jump up and down, do some exercise, get up and do some star jumps, go out, have a run, go swimming, jump in the sea. I don't know, but do something, move around.
Yep.
Because you do feel better if you do exercise. Be prepared for them. Expect to have them. So know they're going to come, and when they come, don't beat yourself up about them. Just think, here we go. It's a bit like a contraction when you're giving birth.
Yeah.
Just
not
see
quite
it
as
through.
painful. Yeah.
Not quite as painful. Well, depending
on
how far through you are.
Yeah.
And last of all, and this is what you said right at the beginning, Vic, was simplify it. All you've got to do is one thing, and that is not to put an alcoholic drink to your lips.
Yeah.
That one thing. if you can not do that one thing, then you're going to see it through.
Yeah,
and you're going to
get
win.
it through. And you're going to wake up in the morning feeling very, very proud of yourself that you did so.
Yeah, you
and
will
once you've
do.
done it once, you can do it again.
And it will get easier.
Oh,
It will get easier. There will sometimes be some hard ones that come in there.
Yeah,
so
some
don't
surprise
kind of think,
ones. Yeah.
But I think each time you do it, you're building another layer to your sobriety
Definitely,
journey, and it's
yeah.
making you stronger and better prepared.
Yeah. My toolkit consists of, having food in the cupboard that feels like a treat. Love a chocolate pretzel.
Or some nice tea bags.
Lovely
Always.
tea bags, a nibble on a cheese, a party sausage, or a plate full of roasted kale chips, which Lucy cooked for me once, which were lovely, which I cook now.
Yeah.
Whatever you like and makes you feel cosy, whatever works.
Yeah, and as long as it's not illegal, it doesn't matter. Just have it.
Exactly. And just do something like go to the shops and buy yourself a new pair of jeans, or go to the cinema, or just take yourself away from that situation. Spend the money you've saved on not drinking on doing something fun. I'm actually saving to do a paddy course, a dive
really?
course.
Yeah, that's great fun. I've done that.
Yeah,
it's really good.
And it was something I would never do or have done when I was a drinker, because I would have always been hungover, and I just couldn't imagine. I was scared of having a panic attack underwater. But now I'm sober, I'm confident enough to do the things that I have never done in my life before. So I'm saving money now to do that at Christmas. Why are you laughing at me? What?
I was just thinking about my paddy course. I accidentally got drunk and snogged the instructor.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all, Lucy. Yeah, they're usually quite fit, though.
They are.
Actually, that's the only reason I'm doing it. Don't tell my husband. Have calming strategies in place as well, like candles, bath, incense, and think about what makes you happy. What are some things that make you happy outside of alcohol? Do you have access to them in that sort of crisis feeling? Distraction is key. Kettle on, walk, scream in a pillow, eat a carrot, have an AF alternative like we talked about earlier. Call someone, email me, I don't care. Meditation course on Cuppa, there's one on there at the moment. Watch reality TV, Selling Sunset. Have you seen that, Lucy?
No.
It's awful. It's perfect. Like brain dead
I
television.
think I might have seen it advertised.
All the women just go, look at you, look at you, you look amazing, look at you. It's really weird. Exercise, I put stroke a guinea pig, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Just one thing, remember to do that one thing, and it won't seem so overwhelming. And also don't focus on forever. It feels in those moments very stressful and that you can't do forever. You have to sit with the feeling and let it pass. Breathe it out. Deep breathing brings deep thinking, and shallow breathing brings shallow thinking. So breathe deep and wait for the moment to pass. I think that's really true.
Yeah.
You really can't sit breathing through your nose, Lucy. So I will breathe through my mouth because I'm a mouth breather, like the whale. And I think breathing deeply really does help. Even generally in my life, I think I breathe too shallow. And when I do take a deep breath, I realise that I've been breathing shallow all day, and it really does relax me.
Calms
and really,
you down.
It really does, yeah. And you also have to remember that, of course, cravings are a natural symptom of addiction. So don't beat yourself up, because that will make you drink. Change tack, change environment, change friends if you have to. Change your life if the places you are going are causing cravings or they're causing you to fantasize. Cravings will lessen, so you need to have your toolbox ready and whack a nail in that bloody craving before it makes a big hole in your sobriety.
Yeah.
So what we're saying is these are the things that Lucy and I do to make sure that we've got something at hand, a tool, whether it's mental or physical or some food or whatever, that we know is going to help us in those moments, because you've got to expect them and accept them. That's what we keep talking about. Accept the fantasy is going to come and have the tools ready to deal with it.
And know it's a fantasy.
Yeah. It's not real. It's not real. It's just you telling yourself you want to do something where in fact you don't want to.
It's the sort of past history of your brain coming up.
Exactly. That's a very clear way of saying it, Lucy. It's your past self. It is a part of your brain that is still sort of practiced to drink, and it's sending you messages to say you still want it, so you kind of just have to shut that down.
Exactly. Okay, so we've got some tips. Know that cravings are normal and can happen however long you've been sober for. They don't have to be a bad thing. They are just part of recovery. Wanting to join in the toast with a glass of champers at your mate's wedding is perfectly normal. Not being able to can feel shit.
Yep.
And you are justified in feeling that way. Feel shit for a bit, then let it go, like Elsa.
Let it go. Yeah. Feeling shit for a bit. I mean, it's not the end of the world, is it?
No, it's not.
No.
Yeah, it's exactly right.
Just feel
I
shit
think
for a
that's the
bit.
thing. We're so used to whenever we feel shit picking up a drink.
Yeah.
And that's weak, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not picking up the drink is strong.
Yes, remember, you're strong. Yeah, it's the stronger thing to do. Yeah. Just because you are suddenly having an overwhelming urge for booze doesn't take your sober life away from you, the one that you've created. Your sober world is still here, and it's bloody marvellous. And it's actually what will get you through those moments when you think about having a drink. Think of getting through a craving unscathed as an added protective layer to your sobriety. So that's what Lucy was saying about writing it down. You know you can do it. You know the tools. So every time you do it, you're adding another protective layer to your sobriety, and you can get it down pat.
Yeah, you're getting stronger every time. If you've been listening properly, and we hope you have, you'll now know that a craving is a mental and physical mix of horribleness.
Yes. It's like the Queen. What's that? Annus horribilis or something.
Something to look forward to. What it isn't is you being weak and not being able to overcome your infatuation with booze. There are things going on in your brain and body that are making you feel like you need a drink. Know that this is what you're up against and give yourself some credit that you've made it through.
Yeah, definitely give yourself credit. We've told you how we handle the need for a drink. Help yourself to our ideas as well as finding your own tools, whether it's getting a mate to restrain you from heading to the nearest bar or knitting a scarf from here to Timbuktu. Just do it.
Like Nike.
Yeah.
Yes. It's unexpected, uncomfortable, and even confusing when we crave a drink after months or years without. Our neurological pathways and memories are conditioned to respond with cravings, but our brains will continue to rewire themselves with a little planning, patience, and time. We just have to give recovery a chance.
By identifying your cues and triggers, you can begin to predict, prepare for, and act against a large subset of triggers. For the cues that are unpredictable, you can still use your list of calming strategies to refocus your energy away from the temporary discomfort.
It's important to know your cravings will always be brief unless you act upon them. If you can acknowledge your feelings and allow them to harmlessly rise and fade, then you have little to fear.
Yeah, and remember, a craving is just a feeling. Get your toolbox prepped. Go to Coles and buy some chocolate, put your running shoes near the front door and have a sober mate's number on speed dial. Play the tape forward and just do whatever it takes. And if that doesn't work, just do one thing. Do not put a drink to your lips. That is it. Do you want to do the quote, Lucy?
Oh, yes, I'd be honoured.
Excellent.
So the quote's from Christopher Ferry.
Whoever he is.
I was going to say, who's that? Have I missed something? I tend to miss knowing who these important people are.
He's the captain of the cross-channel ferry between France and Dover.
Is he really?
Yeah, Christopher Ferry.
I'll tell you who he is. He's the person who wrote this quote.
He is, well done.
And that is, and it's a good one actually, the regret of drinking alcohol will last much longer than the temporary craving you have to drink it.
Yes, so
Which
true.
Which is true.
Yep, so true. I just wanted to end the podcast with an analogy by William Porter because we started with one, and his scientific brain and how he explains cravings is just, it is life-changing for most people who read that book. So it's from Alcohol Explained. If you haven't read it already, that would be we've already recommended that book a million times, but we're doing it again because if you have a science brain like Lucy and I think we like to have things explained, don't we? Here it is. When you get a craving, you don't need to use a gimmick or con yourself or suffer it or give in to it. Just look at the actual reality of it. Think of a sexual fantasy. For example, you may look at someone at work and fantasize about sleeping with them. I know we do with that with Alan, don't we, Lucy?
God, did you know? Could you tell? I was leering at him.
Yes, you're leering out of the booth. I wondered what you were doing.
Looking longingly at Alan.
Yeah. But if they made a pass at you, you'd run a mile. Because you would no way betray your partner if you had one, of course, hurt them and risk losing them and your children. You may not have children or a partner, but I hope you can still appreciate that analogy. So it's basically like you're having a fantasy about someone, but you know it's not real.
It's just out of fantasy.
Yeah, it's just learning that it's not real. Like you could think someone's good looking that's passing you on the street, and you can fantasize about them, but you still know it's not going to happen.
Exactly,
so it's the same as drinking, isn't it? Exactly the same. Yeah. So definitely recommend Alcohol Explained to you guys.
Yeah, it's an excellent book.
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm also going to mention quickly, I'm planning a Sober Women's weekend away, which is going to be in October. So go on. It's just a chill out weekend just for women, and it's going to be the weekend of the 7th to the 9th. Go on to Cuppa Events if you want to come. It's going to be $315 for the whole weekend.
Where is it?
It's going to be in the Noosa hinterland somewhere, but I'm too scared to book the accommodation until I've been paid. So get on and give me some money. Otherwise, I might get a bad review, mightn't I?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't want to get a bad review on my Airbnb.
Oh, no.
It'd be disastrous, Lucy.
Oh, you're going to have it in...
Oh, not in my Airbnb, no.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, I'll have to go on myself and have a look.
You'll have to come. We'll drag you out, Lucy.
Drag her out.
Yeah, drag her out.
Wheel her out.
Wheel her out for a special occasion. Oh, dear. Well, I hope that's helped you, everybody out there, to understand your cravings a little bit more and expect them and accept them. That's our real message to you today. And we're here next week. 2 weeks probably, Lucy, aren't we?
2 weeks,
School holidays coming up as well. So we'll look forward to having another chat then.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening to the Sober Awkward podcast.
If alcohol is affecting your life in a negative way, if you're struggling to moderate or your hangovers are causing anxiety, it might be time to reach out for help. Contact your local doctor, a therapist, or connect with your local AA or sobriety group. Vic's got one.
Yes, go onto Facebook and just search Drunk Mummy, Sober Mummy, the group. Lucy and I both agree that even though this journey can be awkward, it's definitely worth it. And if we can do it, you can too.
For more support on sobriety, head to Vic's website, drunkmummysobermummy.com.
And Lucy runs an online space to support and inspire single mums. Find out more at beanstalkmums.com.au. Finally, if you've enjoyed the Sober Awkward podcast, don't forget to follow, subscribe, review, and share it with your mates.
Don't make it sound like they have to, though.
No, they do have to. I'm not doing all this for nothing, Lucy. No.
Hi there. I wanted to tell you about a podcast that I think every single one of you will benefit from. It's called Therapy Works, and it's hosted by me, Julia Samuel. I'm a best-selling author and psychotherapist. I invite you into my therapy room where I speak to either a known or unknown guest. Topics range from the difficulties of divorce, a life-changing illness, to the struggles of motherhood. Search Therapy Works now, wherever you get your podcasts, and subscribe to make sure you never miss an episode.
Vic, so do you fancy coming on a sober holiday?
Don't worry, we're not talking about some corporate wellness retreat with cucumber water and enforced eye contact.
No, this is a sober awkward retreat. 8 days of sun, sweat, laughter, and absolutely no hangovers.
Yep, it's all happening in Thailand next October. Picture this: yoga at sunrise, writing workshops, ice baths, Thai boxing, and lots of awkward sober dancing under the stars.
It's a proper holiday with proper weirdos, our kind of people.
Yeah. You'll meet legends who've also given the booze a boot and want to have fun without feeling like a social reject.
Come solo or grab a mate. Bring your awkward, bring your sun cream. No pressure, no judgment, just a big, warm, sober hug in paradise.
All the info is at soberawkward.com/retreats. Come and get sweaty with us, emotionally and physically, in our all-inclusive jungle resort. You'll start out as 15 strangers and leave with 15 new sober mates.
I'm not sure I want 15 new sober mates, actually, particularly sober ones.
Yeah. Oh, well, you're not invited then.
While we know Central Ohio has the best football team, did you know we have the best credit union too? It's easy to fall for CME, Ohio's #1 credit union, recognized nationally and statewide by Forbes, and rooted right here in Central Ohio. CME Federal Credit Union. Bank with the best. Membership subject to eligibility. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender. Visit CMEFCU.org for additional details.
The college football playoff is everything. Toughness, growth, sacrifices.
Laser focus. This is where I think everything you got all damn day.
The attention to detail is like none other.
Be physical. Keep playing. We are the winners.
Tulane takes on Ole Miss, followed by James Madison in Oregon.
It's time to bring it.
First round coverage of the college football playoff presented by Allstate. Saturday at 3:30 Eastern on TNT and HBO Max. Are you ready?
Let's go!
So, as you probably know, my comedy memoir, 1,000 Wasted Sundays, is officially out. All my magnificent fuck-uppery in one awkward hit. If you'd like to get your hands on a copy, it's now available from all good bookstores.
We always say all good bookstores, don't we?
Yeah.
Are there bad bookstores?
No, it's probably ones with moody sellers.
Oh, yeah, really depressed librarian folk.
Yes,
okay,
yeah,
good.
yeah. So there are probably some, but we're only storing it in the good ones.
It's only made it into the goodies.
You can also get it from all good online retailers. The print version and ebook are out now, and the audiobook will be available in March. I've been writing my memoir for 5 years. It will make you laugh, cry and cringe, and hopefully inspire a few people to reconsider their relationship with booze. If you love the podcast, then I think you'll love the book, even if I do say so myself. Hamish has read it. What did you think?
I feel like I know a little bit too much about you now, to be honest, Vic. Look, I really loved it. It was hilarious and surprisingly moving, but I feel like I've seen you naked in a literary sense.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's worrying.
Yeah. From an emotional point of view, seriously, it wobbled my teeny weeny wooden heart, Vic.
Okay.
My teeny little wooden heart.
Well, his his wooden heart is broken. Anyway, so if you do manage to get your filthy mitts on a copy, please do me a favour and head to goodreads.com and give me a review. Doing that will help me get it out there to those that need a bit of sober support. So there you have it. My story, unwanted warts and all. Come and get awkward with me.
Not to be too demanding or anything, but seriously, go and buy it now.
Go and buy it. Go and buy it right now.
Yeah, don't just tell your friends, buy it, and then buy your friends one or two.
Yeah, don't give them a copy, buy it, yeah.
And you know what? Don't be careful where you store it. If you lose it, you can always buy another 5.
Yeah, buy another one.
Yeah.